Okay, another day, another video. It's getting a little late outside, if you can tell. I was working late on some cups. Dang it. There's like that one, I don't know if y'all ever knew, but there's like a plug in the middle of the floor, which is nice when I need extra plugs, but when I'm trying to sew, it gets in the way. So I went through my closet and there was a whole bunch of things that I felt like could be repurposed or revamped or like changed into something cuter, or maybe even just not even mess with it, just make it fit me. Because if y'all didn't know, I had a baby in September 5th to be exact, and today is November 11th. I was 189 before I had a baby, and I dropped down to 180 and maintained it throughout the pregnancy, which I wasn't trying to lose weight. I was just trying to maintain weight and keep the weight on. And it was a plus if I gained a little weight or if I gained the weight back, because the doctor did not want me to lose any more weight because of the baby. But I maintained it at 180 throughout the whole entire pregnancy. And then after the pregnancy, I now weigh 146. So 2 months later, 146 pounds now. So 46 for 740, lost 40 pounds. So I may have maybe like 43 pounds. We'll just say I lost 40 pounds. With that being said, most of my clothes don't fit. And most of my clothes that did fit, I just feel like they just still make me look frumpy. But I feel if I change these up, that I'll feel a little bit better. And meaning, I saw this one lady, I'll link her down below. But if you ever saw, she takes sweatshirts and she takes flannels. She cuts the sleeves off the sweatshirts and puts the sleeves of the flannels on the sweatshirts. And I think these would look so cute. I have to remember which shirts I had with what. And I think I had like this flannel with this shirt since they're a little more brightly colored. And then I had this one because they're a little bit of a darker purple together. I think I had these two together, but I could have sworn I had another. All I have on the sweatshirt is just this. Everything's cut on the sides. I'm trying to keep it together and not undo it, but basically you're just working with the middle part and the middle part only. And you have the cuffs cut off of it, and you have the band on the bottom. So now I'm going to take this shirt and pretty much do the same thing with it. And I'll be back when I do that. Alright, so now all I have left on here are, hold on baby.
There's a chain.
Okay. All I have left on the shirt is just the side. I took off the breast pocket. So it was right there. The breast pocket is now gone. And I took off the cuffs. And I'm going to sew this little split together. And then we're going to sew it inside out. And I'll show y'all what it looks like after. And then we'll time lapse the rest. I said so. We are going to lock stitch this. That way we have a good no fraying piece.
wanted to add this little tip in because so did the lady in her videos. You want to make 4 different points, one being the middles and the sides of the t-shirt, and then you want to stretch out in between each needle as you're going, and it will evenly distribute everything. And here you go, everything's nicely distributed, and since you stretched it, it has more of a gathering look. This piece is a little bit tight. It's tighter than I thought because I didn't use enough material between the shoulder pieces. So with the flannel, you want to get as much as the shoulder as possible, and with the sweatshirt, you want to get as much as the shoulder as possible also. That way you create a big shirt. Now, on the other hand, this shirt that I worked on ended up being too big, but it's still like a nice comfy look, comfy cozy look when it's really big and everything. So let's just go on with the video, and if there's any other tips, I'll let you know. When connecting the flannel and the sweatshirt, do not worry about the flannel going past the sweatshirt when you're pinning it up, because right here you can see I'm making the bottom all line up as well as I can, and I am again pinning the cuffs to the flannel. Now this one, I didn't realize the cuffs actually had the seam on them, because the other cuffs that I had, they didn't have any seams. They were just one continuous knitted piece. So these cuffs, I accidentally did it where the seam was on the outside, but it just adds to the ruggedness, you know? That's like when you have jeans that have raw hems on them. It just adds to the ruggedness. So here I am pinning the middles, front and back, and pinning both sides left and right. And then when I go to the serger, I just stretch out in between. And now this one was a little bit too big. I should have put some pins in between each pins and have 8 pins in all, so that I didn't have any extra fabric drooping, because sometimes you can accidentally gather too much or cut off too much while you're serging, and it becomes very uneven at the bottom to where you can have like this wave look, to where you have one side that's a little bit higher than the other, or that you were taking off too much, and so you have this up down wave going all across your seam. But as I'm serging, a little fabric's going to come off, but as you'll see when I go to the bottom, you'll see a whole bunch of fabric come off, and that's because it was really long, but it's fine. It worked out all right and it came out straight. I would just advise adding more pins if your project's a little bit bigger.
Said and done, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. So far, I think this one's my favorite. I think so, like, this one was good to keep the sleeve ends as is, because one, I barely liked chopping this one up as is, and I kind of wish I didn't chop this flannel up because I forgot how soft it was. But I do like the new edge it has now, although, like, it is fine. It's not like I totally ruined it or anything. Some people might have other opinions about this style or this little DIY, but I'm happy with it. I'm kind of glad it doesn't have the button up, because something about a button up, like, you have to wear something underneath it, or they're not thick enough, and this kind of like thickens up your button ups. So I kind of like this option, and I also like the option that like they're kind of, one, definitely don't do this if like the flannel is way lighter than the sweatshirt, because you're going to be warm here and cold here. But all the sweaters and sweatshirts that I've used pretty much are like all the same, like comfiness, warmthness and stuff. But I like it. I also like how the lines, even though like the shoulder is over here on the sleeves, and this is like the shoulder to the other one, but I would think it would be like weird to have like two shoulder hems basically together. Like, it's extended, but this one went to the shoulder, and then this is like an extended like to the shoulder right here on this because I cut closer to the neck on this one. And you would think it would be weird, but honestly it's not. It really isn't, and it feels so good, and I just love how comfy cozy it is. I like the bagginess of it, and I'm definitely gonna wear this one a lot for the holiday season, and I can't wait to find another one. I have another sweatshirt, but it's not, I don't have any flannels that I want to tear up for it, but I might keep the sweatshirt just in case I do find another flannel. I might sell the flannel that is a little bit too tight on me, or that's tight on me, but I might keep it just to see if I will wear it again, or just to, maybe it'll be my favorite one, who knows. But this one, I love. I love how baggy it is, it's perfect, and it's just, it works out. So, if you want to subscribe, please do. I would greatly appreciate it, and I will also be doing other sewing DIYs this month, so make sure you subscribe if you want to come back and check it out. I also do vinyl and crochet. I do something else, I can't think of it right now, but make sure you subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!